Hey guys, so yeah, this is part 2 of my horror films. They're from that box this time. I think I've shown some of these in one video once, or I don't know if that was on the other channel, but the heck, I'm going to do it again anyway. I don't know if I showed all of these. I might have just shown some. The first one is Friday the 13th. Most of these films are slashers and, you know, gore films, by the way. Some of them aren't really that gory, but some of them are. Most of them are. Yeah, Friday the 13th, really gory, good gory fun. Got some good death scenes in there. I think most of the death scenes are pretty weak compared to the sequels. And the burning had a bit more. I think I would prefer the burning. I don't prefer the burning, but I prefer Friday the 13th over the burning. But I think the burning, I think the death scenes in the burning were a lot more creative. I mean, I think the only creative death scene in here is a Kevin Bacon death scene. Alright, but the film, yeah, it's a great film. But The Burning has better death scenes. I'm not saying it's not as good as The Burning, because I've been a big fan of Friday the 13th for a long time. So, but The Burning is a great film, but this one's better. But it was weak with the gore, especially compared to the sequels. I think they got gory and gory as they went along. Next is a free DVD gift set, and it's this one here. It's got The Omen, The Entity, and The Blair Witch Project. The Omen I've never seen. The Entity I can't see because the person who gave it to me, which is Matt, and then as your boyfriend, he took the disc out, so I can't watch it. And The Blair Witch Project, I've seen half of it once and it's terrible. But yeah. Insidious, one of my favourite ghost films. Really great film. I also like the second film. I've got it up there. Great one, the second film. I like the second film a lot more better, though. Next is Freddy vs. Jason. Great film. Better than the film themselves, you know. But I think this film is better than the Nightmare on Elm Street films and the Friday the 13th films themselves. Okay, I think this film is better than the film Standing Alone, you know. I mean, this film is better than the actual franchises. Yeah, this is a great film. They should make more of these versus movies, you know, like Chucky versus Leprechaun and all that. But yeah, so I've got a cold. Next is American Werewolf from London. I showed it in my last video. I just said I had it on Blu-ray, and I said that's a DVD. The Blu-ray is meant to be extended, okay, because this one's an hour and 33 minutes and the Blu-ray is an hour and 38, but I don't see no difference. I think there's a scene at the start where he's getting attacked by a wolf. In the Blu-ray, you actually see the wolf actually like scarring him and all that on his face, like the wolf actually him actually getting blood in his face. Okay, when David gets attacked. Alright, but that one, I think that bit was extended by 2 seconds, but other than that, I don't see any difference. Next is a triple box set, which is it includes Skew, House of Bones, and Underground. I've seen House of Bones and I've seen Underground. I've not seen Skew. House of Bones was okay, but Underground was a great film. Alright, House of Bones, I was expecting it. I think it should have been a lot more gorier for what it was. You know, I mean, if you look at that, I think the film should have been a lot more gorier for what the film was. Okay, so it was a bit disappointing because I was expecting the film to be a lot more gorier. So yeah, but it was okay, I guess. Underground, great film. I liked Underground. I mean, I wasn't expecting too much from the film, but I really liked it. Killjoy, great cheesy, low budget fun there. I think the sequels are a lot more better though. Killjoy was the hell I didn't like. Hellraiser Part 1, great film, my favourite. Puppet Master, yeah, this one was good. This is from what I've seen, I've only seen part 1, 2 and 3. But this is the only one I like. This is the only, from what I've seen, this is the only one what I do like. I did not like part 2 and part 3. But this one, great film. Next is Dead Snow. Yeah, this one's a great film, good gory fun. There are gory films out there, but this film really great zombie film. I'm not saying it's gory. I'm not saying it's not very gory. When I say there's more gory films, I'm not saying that the film's not that gory. The film is really gory, but it's just there are gory, but stuff like Dead Alive and all that. That's gorier. Or Brain Dead, whatever you want to call it in our country. Next is a free horror film collection again. The Evil Inside the Corridor and State of Emergency. Yeah, Evil Inside was a great film. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. The Corridor was okay, not the best. State of Emergency was terrible. Most of you probably liked State of Emergency, but I think it could have been a lot more gory for what it was. I don't take advantage of it, it's just that, seeing as it's a zombie film, I thought it would have been a lot more gorier. Okay, State of you know, so. And State of Emergency disappointed me as well. Next is the Descent 2 Disc Special Edition. Great film. I've not seen part 2 yet. And I think there's a part 3. I think there is, but part 2 I've not seen. But great film. Curse of Chucky. Another great film. This is a film that I have mixed and negative reviews about, and it's Paranormal Activity. This one, now the Paranormal Activity franchise is okay. The only reason why I think that, I mean the films are terrible, okay, but you can't help but like them because the good films to actually take the mick out of. You know, the good films to not take the mick out of. Okay, the films are terrible, like the film themselves are just literally terrible. But if you want to just like have a laugh, the good films to have a laugh with, like with your cousins and all that. Alright, so the only reason why I like this film is because it's a good film to have a laugh with. But apart from that, terrible film. But I've got to say it's okay. I mean, the films are terrible, but they're okay just for a laugh. I mean, you're probably thinking to yourselves, but no, Paranormal Activity is real. You should be taking an account of that. It's not real, it's fake. Because, like, who would, it says, who would put, I mean, like, at the end, they both die, okay? So who would put that on DVD? Someone dying, someone getting killed by a ghost. Who would do that? And the director, this film was actually directed. Okay? This one was actually directed. Who would direct this? You know, I mean, there's nothing much to direct. Just, all it is someone with a camera. There's nothing much to direct. So, obviously, it's not real. Besides, if it was, like, the directors, they come up with ideas for films. Okay, so if it was real, no one will be directing it. I mean, there might have been someone who actually come up with the idea, but directors, they actually come up with the scenes and all that, but no one. Okay, but if it was real, no one will be directing it because there's nothing to direct. Hostel, yeah, great film. I like Hostel Part 2, but Hostel Part 3 I'm not a big fan of. I didn't like Hostel Part 3 really. Hostel 2 it was okay, Hostel 2, but Hostel 1 is the best. The Nightmare on Elm Street collection, really great franchise. Part 1 to 5, I mean Part 1 to 4 was actually the best. Part 5 was okay, but Part 6 and 7 were crap. Actually no, Part 5 was actually good. Part 6 and 7 were crap. And the last but not last is the Wrong Turn collection. It's got all 5 films in here. My least favourite one in the franchise is Wrong Turn 3. I thought that film was absolutely terrible. Boring as hell. It wasn't gory, I mean, there were some gory scenes. But, you know, it's not gory at all. But, you know, it was really slow. Every time there was a gory death scene, it was really slow getting to it. That's why it wasn't that gory. Part 1, 2, 4 and 5 are good. They're all great movies. But 1, 2 and 3 was terrible. Alright, so that's it. I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I've got 17 films. I've got through 17 films already. But yeah, that was a really... The Wrong Turn franchise is a really good franchise. I've got to put all this away. Bye guys.